Ed Gallagher here, professor of Christian Scripture at Heritage Christian University in Florence, Alabama. I am here at our library's reference room, and I've got a book that just came into the library. This one is called Boy Jesus, Growing Up Judean in Turbulent Times, and it is written by Joan Taylor. Now, Joan Taylor is the real deal. She is a scholar of ancient Judaism, I forget where, professor emerita of Christian origins and Second Temple Judaism, King's College, London. So she's written books on the Dead Sea Scrolls and other things. Maybe if she's famous outside the world of academia, it would probably be for her book a few years ago called What Did Jesus Look Like? But here is a book called Boy Jesus about the childhood of Jesus. So it is published by Zondervan Academic. It feels to me like a sort of one of those popular level books that sometimes comes out from like Harper or what that goes to the New York Times bestseller list. What do I mean? Just like the way the pages feel, sort of the light pages, the way it's printed, it's like big, sort of big print with space between the words, like it's supposed to be pleasant to read, not just an academic book. However, like I say, it is written by a real deal scholar, and there are quite a bit of notes, in notes at the back. Let me see if I can tell you how many pages worth of notes. The notes start on page 254 and go to 330. So that's about 80 pages of notes. And you can tell by that how long the book is itself. The text comes to an end on page 245. There are um, let's see, I think 10 chapters. Like I say, it was published this year, 2025. There are 10 chapters. The first one is called Identity, subtitled Judahite, Judean. Chapter 2, Heritage, Seed of David. Chapter 3, Location, Bethlehem. Chapter 4, Born Jesus, the Gospel of Matthew. Chapter 5, Born Jesus, Luke and beyond. Chapter 6, Refugee, into Egypt. Chapter 7, Return, a time of hope. I mean, like, I'm just fascinated. She's like that refugee into Egypt. Well, that, if we're talking about the childhood of Jesus, that must be talking about the little episode in Matthew chapter 2 where the angel warns Joseph to get out of town, out of Bethlehem, because Herod is going to kill the babies. And so Jesus, Joseph takes Mary and Jesus down to Egypt. I mean, what do we know about that? Just that, I suppose. I mean, there are maybe traditions. I don't know, but she's got, 15 pages on that. Well, what could she possibly say about that episode? I don't know. I am curious. Then a return, a time of hope. Growing up Galilean is chapter 8. I mean, that just sounds like it's got to be helpful. Growing up Jesus in chapter 9. I don't know. I'm sort of wondering, is the infancy gospel of Thomas come up? I'm not sure. Uh, and then chapter 10, Boy Jesus in the temple, which obviously must be about that episode in Luke chapter 2 where the 12-year-old Jesus is left behind. Let's see, Growing Up Jesus, that's chapter 9. So I am curious if I look through the notes on chapter 9, what am I going to see? Am I going to see the infancy gospel of Thomas? Let's see. Um, well, I mean, it's not jumping out at me. A lot of scholarly works are being cited in the notes. I mean, there's a lot of notes. Um, Let me go through them all. Okay, okay, now we got note 63 is on the infancy gospel of Thomas. So we get there eventually. Um, but there are 105 notes on that chapter. It is documented. So the notes don't make it feel like a New York Times bestseller kind of book, but the rest of it sort of feels that way. Like I mean, not that it's going to sell that many copies. I mean, it might, but that it is being produced with that sort of aim of a general readership, not just a scholarly readership. Anyway, this looks interesting. I think I'm going to try to set aside some time to read this one.